Welcome everybody. So I did this drawing for an Inktober challenge prompt, and the prompt was radio, and I decided to do this silly kind of radio robot character. I usually don't use this much pencil before I do my pen work, but this turned out to be a pretty complicated silhouette, so I needed to give myself more data before I could ink it in. So this is quite a bit more pencil than I usually use. And I add things as I go with pen. I add the textures. I don't feel like I need to pencil everything in, but in this case I penciled in most of it. So that area right there is where the radio is. And I decided where the robot's butt is, I would put those speakers. I thought that would be kind of fun. Using a solid black to give more emphasis to this area because it's important. You'll notice that I'm going to balance my blacks. So I don't just have solid black there, I balance it in other areas. You'll see that later on. You know, functionally, when you look at this thing, if you're a super functional, logical person, you're going to look at this and go, well, that thing doesn't work. That thing can't function. It can't move. The gears wouldn't be like that. But, you know, I don't care. Like, I'm just trying to make a fun, interesting illustration. I'm not a product designer. I'm not trying to design a toy that works. I am thinking about mechanics to a certain degree, and I want it to feel like it can move, but I'm an illustrator. Like, I don't really care if this thing works functionally. Okay, so now you see I'm balancing my black areas. That's just going to give my silhouette, my robot radio character, more weight as well. Got to get your darks in there. You don't need to over abuse your darks, but put them in there. Think about where you want to balance them. Don't get carried away with it. Okay, I see a lot of artists, a lot of illustrators just getting really crazy with their darks, using them too often in too many places, and you know their illustrations, they end up lacking in color. When you have really dark colors, and I know we're not doing color here, but when you're using really dark colors, you can't get a colorful image, you know. And of course, maybe you don't want that, but some of your illustrations, you know, should have color, so you can show your diversity and your ability to go high key, low key, middle key, saturated, desaturated, etc., etc. You want to show your range as an artist. Okay, so I'm putting in my notes there. Yeah, and if you're a musician, yeah, none of this is accurate. I know. I'm not a musician. I'm just putting notes in there so you get the idea of music. So for all you logical people out there, abandon your logic for this illustration, or for a lot of art, you need to abandon your logic. A lot of people have a hard time watching movies and looking at art because they go, well, it can't be that way. That doesn't work. That's not logical. That just ruined it for me. You know, open your mind a little bit. I decided to give a little bit of a background. You know, I'm thinking about Southern California since that's where I live. And this funny, weird robot rollerblading character, you know, going down the street and jumping up and doing this weird pose in the air. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this little time-lapse demo, and we'll see you soon. Enjoy your day.